Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is explore yourselves, banking, and general knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Highlights from Indian and global history, along with Tithi, Nakshatra, major global events, and notable birth and death anniversaries of 25th August 2026, Tuesday, Bengali date, 7ই ভাদ্র 1433, per Sri Madan Gupta Punjika, today's Tithi is Shukla Dadashi and up to 0553 hours and after that Shukla Trayodasi. Today's Nakshatra is Uttarashara Nakshatra and up to 2338 hours and after that Shravana Nakshatra. Today is 237th day of the year. There are then 128 days left in 2026. Today is 34th Tuesday of 2026. Today is Kashi Vishwanath Temple Establishment Day. The current structure of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple in Varanasi, India was built in 1780 by Maharani Ahilyabai Holkar, a Maratha monarch from Indore. The temple is also known as the Golden Temple and is dedicated to Lord Shiva. It is located on Manikarnika Ghat and is considered as Shakti the place of worship for the Shaktism sect of Hinduism. Today is anniversary of Galileo's first telescope. The anniversary of Galileo Galileo's first telescope commemorates an important milestone in the history of astronomy, as stated with 25th August 1609. On this date, Galileo is traditionally credited with demonstrating his improved telescope to the Venetian authorities in Venice. Although he did not invent the telescope, he significantly improved its design and soon used to observe the moon, stars, and planets. His later observations, including the moons of Jupiter and the phases of Venus, provided powerful evidence that changed humanity's understanding of the universe. The occasions celebrate Galileo's curiosity, scientific observations, and his lasting contributions to modern astronomy. The liberation of Paris. The liberation of Paris took place in August 1944 during World War II, when the French resistance, supported by the advancing Allied forces, rose against German occupations. Beginning with uprisings on August 19, fighting spread across the city until General Philippe Leclerc's French 2nd Armored Divisions and the US 4th Infantry Divisions entered Paris on August 24-25, forcing the German garrisons to surrender. On August 25, 1944, General Dietrich von Cholitz, the German commander, formally capitulated, sparing Paris from Hitler's orders to destroy the city. The event marked a decisive moment of joy and triumph for France, as General Charles de Gaulle led a victory march down the Champs-Élysées the next day, symbolizing the restoration of French sovereignty and morale. Today is National Whiskey Sour Day. National Whiskey Sour Day is celebrated every year on August 25 in the United States to honor the classic cocktail made with whiskey, lemon juice, sugar, and often a dash of egg white for smoothness. The drink, which dates back to the mid 1800s and became widely popular after being listed in bartender Jerry Thomas's 1862 book The Bartender's Guide, is cherished for its perfect balance of sweet, sour, and strong flavors. On this date, whiskey lovers, bartenders, and enthusiasts raise a glass to the timeless cocktail by mixing traditional recipes or experimenting with creative variations, making it both a celebration of cocktail history and a toast to good taste. Today is National Banana Split Day. National Banana Split Day is celebrated every year on August 25 in the United States to honor the iconic ice cream dessert that has delighted sweet lovers for more than a century. Traditionally made with a split banana topped with 3 scoops of ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, finished with whipped cream, chocolate syrup, nuts, and cherries. The banana split was first created in 1904 by apprentice pharmacist David Strickler in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. On this day, ice cream shops, families, and dessert enthusiasts indulge in the treat, whether by sticking to the classic versions or experimenting with new flavors and toppings, making it a joyful celebration of creativity and indulgence in dessert culture. Today is National Park Service NPS Founders Day. National Park Service NPS Founders Day is observed every year on August 25, marking the establishment of the National Park Service in 1916, when President Woodrow Wilson signed the Organic Act into law. This day celebrates the creation of the agency entrusted with protecting and preserving America's national parks, monuments, and historic sites for future generations. Founders Day honors not only the vision of early conservation leaders like Stephen T. Mather, the first NPS director, but also the ongoing dedications of park rangers, staff, and volunteers who safeguard the natural beauty, wildlife, and cultural heritage of more than 400 sites across the United States. It is both a day of appreciation and a reminder of the importance of conserving America's natural treasures. Today is National Second-Hand Wardrobe Day. National Second-Hand Wardrobe Day is celebrated every year on August 25 to highlight the value and benefits of buying, selling, and wearing second-hand clothing. The day encourages people to embrace thrift shopping, vintage finds, and clothing swaps as fun and sustainable alternatives to fast fashion, reducing waste, and promoting eco-friendly lifestyles. It also celebrates the creativity of building unique, budget-friendly wardrobes while giving pre-loved garments a second life. By recognizing this day, individuals are reminded that style does not have to come at the cost of the environment and that fashion can be both affordable and sustainable. Today is National Heroes Day in Philippines. National Heroes Day in Philippines is observed on the last Monday of August each year to honor the bravery, sacrifice, and patriotism of all Filipino heroes, both known and unknown, who fought for the nation's freedom and independence. Originally linked to the 1896 cry of Ugad Loin, which signaled the start of Philippine revolutions against Spanish rule. The holiday has since evolved into a broader commemoration of every individual who contributed to the country's struggles for sovereignty, democracy, and justice. On this day, government officials, military personnel, and citizens hold ceremonies at monuments and shrines, offering tribute to the enduring spirit of heroism that continues to inspire Filipinos today. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Michael Faraday, 22nd September 1791 to 25th August 1867. Michael Faraday was an English scientist who made groundbreaking contributions to the fields of electromagnetism and electrochemistry. Despite having little formal education, born into a poor family in London, he began his career as a bookbinder's apprentice, where his curiosity and self-learning led him to attend lectures by Sir Humphrey Davy at the Royal Institutions. Faraday later became Davy's assistant and went on to make discoveries that transport science and technology. He is best known for discovering electromagnetic interaction, the principle behind the electric transformer and generator, and for formulating the laws of electrolysis. His inventions of the electric motor and dynamo laid the foundations for practical electricity use, revolutionizing the modern world. Faraday also introduced concepts like the magnetic field and popularized terms such as anode, cathode, and ion. In addition to his research, he was a gifted science communicator, delivering public lectures, especially the famous Christmas lectures by young audiences, despite declining offers of knighthood and burial in Westminster Abbey. He remained humble, remembered today as one of history's greatest experimental scientists whose work shaped modern physics and engineering. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Emil Theodor Kochar, 25th August 1841 to 27th July 1917. Emil Theodor Kochar was a renowned Swiss physician, surgeon, and medical researcher who revolutionized modern surgery through his pioneering work on the thyroid gland. He became the first Swiss citizen and the first surgeon to receive the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1909 for his groundbreaking research on the physiology, pathology, and surgery of the thyroid. Kochar introduced strict aseptic surgical techniques, and scientific methods, reducing the mortality rate of thyroid operations to less than 1%, an extraordinary achievement for its time. As a professor at the University of Bern that taught nearly 10,000 students over almost 100 semesters and mentored many future leaders in surgery from across the world. His dedication to precision, innovations, and patient safety transformed surgical practice and set new global standards. Kochar also served as president of several prestigious medical societies and received numerous honorary degrees and international recognitions. His legacy continues through the Theodore Kochar Institute in Bern and several landmarks bearing his name. Remembered as one of the greatest pioneers in the medical science, Emil Theodor Kochar's contributions continue to influence surgery and medical education worldwide. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Antoine Henry Becquerel, 15 December 1852 to 25th August 1908. Antoine Henry Becquerel was a French physicist who made the landmark discovery of radioactivity, a breakthrough that transformed physics and chemistry. Born into a family of distinguished scientists, he initially studied engineering and worked on optics, the polarizations of light, and the properties of phosphorescent materials. In 1896, while investigating the relationship between phosphorescence and X-rays, he accidentally discovered that uranium salts emitted invisible rays that could penetrate opaque materials and form photographic plates, independent of any external light sources. This unexpected finding revealed a new natural phenomenon, radioactivity, later expanded upon by Marie and Pierre Curie. For this pioneering work, Becquerel shared the 1903 Nobel Prize in Physics with the Curies. Though modest and cautious in his interpretations, his discovery opened the door to nuclear physics, medicines, and energy research. He also served as a professor at the Museum National d'Histoire Naturelle in Paris, training future scientists. Henry Becquerel is remembered as the main man whose keen observations unveiled one of nature's most powerful secrets. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Haribhau Upadhyay, 24th March 1892, 25th August 1972. Haribhau Upadhyay was an Indian freedom fighter, educationist, and social reformer from Rajasthan who played a key role in the national movement against British colonial rule. Deeply influenced by Mahatma Gandhi's ideals, he participated in the non-cooperation movement and later in the civil disobedience and Quit India movements, enduring imprisonment several times for his activism. A strong advocate of education, he worked to spread literacy and promote social reforms, especially among the rural and marginalized communities of Rajasthan. He also emphasized the upliftment of women and the removal of social evils like untouchability. After independence, Upadhyay remained active in public life, serving in legislative roles and continuing his efforts for social development. He was respected for his integrity, simplicity, and dedications to Gandhian principles. Remembered as both a patriot and a reformer, Odibhai Upadhyay made lasting contributions to India's freedom struggle and to building a just, educated society. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Eyvind Johnson, 29th July 1900, 25th August 1976. Eyvind Johnson was a prominent Swedish novelist and short story writer born on 29th July 1900 in Boden, Sweden. He was known for his innovative narrative techniques and deep political consequences, often blending realism with modernist styles. His early experiences as a laborer and autodidact shaped much of his literary voice. Johnson's works, such as Return to Ithaca and The Days of His Grace, explored themes of freedom, justice, and resistance to tyranny. He was also a vocal critic of fascism and totalitarianism during World War II. Along with Harry Martinson, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1974 for his narrative art, Seeing in Lamps and Ages, in the Service of Freedom. Johnson was a member of the Swedish Academy and contributed significantly to Swedish and European literature. He passed away on 25th August 1976. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Sir Hans Adolf Krebs, 25th August 1900 to 22nd November 1981. Sir Hans Adolf Krebs was a German-born British biochemist best known for discovering the acid cycle, citric acid cycle, also called the Krebs cycle, a fundamental process in cellular respiration that explains how cells generate energy from food. Born in Hildesheim, Germany, Krebs studied medicine and chemistry, but his career was disrupted when the Nazi regime forced him as a Jew to leave Germany in 1933. He emigrated to England, where he continued his research at Cambridge and later at the University of Sheffield. In 1937, Krebs published his landmark discovery of the citric acid cycle, which became a cornerstone of modern biochemistry. Earlier, he had also discovered the urea cycle, the first metabolic cycle described. For his groundbreaking contributions, he was awarded the 1953 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicines. Known as the meticulous and dedicated scientist, Krebs combined experimental precision with deep insight, transforming the understanding of metabolism. His legacy continues to influence medicines, biology, and biochemistry worldwide. Age, birth anniversary of Mr. Frederick Chapman Robbins, 25th August 1916 to 4th August 2003. Frederick Chapman Robbins was an eminent American pediatrician and virologist who played a crucial role in development of the polio vaccine. Born on August 25, 1916 in Auburn, Alabama, he, along with John Enders and Thomas Weller, successfully cultivated the poliovirus in non-nervous tissue cells, a groundbreaking achievement that paved the way for the development of effective polio vaccines by Jonas Salk and Albert Sabin. For this revolutionary work, Robbins and his colleagues were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1954. Robbins made significant contributions to medical research and public health throughout his career and later served as Dean of the School of Medicine at the Case Western Reserve University. He was known for his commitment to science, education, and global health initiatives. His work drastically reduced polio worldwide, saving countless lives. Robbins continued to increase medical research and polio well into his later years. He passed away in 2003, leaving a lasting legacy in virology and pediatrics. Today is birth anniversary of Herbert Bremer, 25th August 1928 to 8th March 2024. Herbert Bremer was a German-American physicist whose pioneering research in semiconductor technology helped shape modern electronics and optoelectronics. Born in Weimar, Germany, he showed exceptional talent in physics from an early age and earned his doctorate in theoretical physics from the University of Göttingen. Kramer made important contributions to transistor technology and was among the first scientists to recognize the advantages of semiconductor heterojunctions. In 1963, he proposed the concept of the double heterostructure laser, which became fundamental to semiconductor laser technology. His research also contributed to the development of high-speed electronics and optical devices that later supported technologies such as mobile communications. He joined the University of California, Santa Barbara in 1976 and helped advance research into compound semiconductors and molecular beam epitaxy. For developing semiconductor heterostructures, he shared the 2000 Nobel Prize in Physics with George Alfaro. Kroemer retired from UC Santa Barbara in 2012 and died in Santa Barbara in 2024, leaving a lasting legacy in semiconductor physics and modern technology. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Neil Alden Armstrong, 5th August 1930, 25th August 2012. Neil Alden Armstrong, born on August 5, 1930, in Wapakoneta, Ohio, was an American astronaut, aeronautical engineer, and naval aviator who became a global icon as the first person to walk on the moon. He achieved this historic feat on July 20, 1969, during NASA's Apollo 11 mission, uttering the immortal words, That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Armstrong had a distinguished career as a test pilot, flying over 200 types of aircraft and served in the Korean War as a combat pilot. His quiet confidence and precision made him a natural leader in high-pressure missions. Prior to his space flight, he was part of NASA's Gemini 8 mission, successfully handling an emergency that showcased his composure. After retiring from NASA, he became a professor of aerospace engineering from the University of Cincinnati. Armstrong was known for his humility and avoided the spotlight despite his fame. He passed away on August 25, 2012, but remains a symbol of courage, innovations, and human achievement. Today is death anniversary of Mr. James Watson Cronin, 29th September 1931 to 25th August 2016. James Watson Cronin was an American physicist celebrated for his groundbreaking discovery of CP violation of charge conjugation, and parity symmetry in the decay of neutral K missions, a finding that revealed fundamental asymmetries in the laws of physics. Born in Chicago, he studied at Southern Methodist University and later earned his PhD in the University of Chicago under Enrico Fermi's influence. In 1964, along with Val Pease, Cronin conducted experiments at Brookhaven National Laboratory that were demonstrated CP violations, a result that profoundly impacted particle physics and cosmology by offering clues to why the universe is dominated by matter over antimatter. For this work, he and Pease received the 1980 Nobel Prize in Physics. Beyond his Nobel-winning research, Cronin contributed to cosmic ray studies and helped establish the Pereira Observatory, the world's largest cosmic ray detector. He dedicated professors at the University of Chicago. He inspired generations of students and young scientists. Cronin is remembered as a brilliant experimentalist whose discoveries reshaped modern physics and deepened our understanding of the universe. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, subscribe, and share.